Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa. Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable, cute and simple and super duper fast card. It's awesome to celebrate really anything. It could be a job promotion, it could be a wedding, it could be a baby, it could be something exciting, it could be a move to a new house, it could be a whole bunch of different cool things. But this is really a super duper fast, easy way to put together something that's handmade with love and is super duper cute. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our awesome stamp set. It's a Creative Journey with Melissa exclusive. So if you want to check our stamp sets out, they're at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com. This one is called Wedding and Celebrations. I'll give you a quick peek right here, a little bit close up. And this awesome set right here is really great to create with. It's, you can do engagement, you can do it's super versatile, and there's a whole bunch of different things you can do. Could be on your wedding day, best wishes, if you're, like I said, if you're moving, you get a new job. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with it. So hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did creating it. So this will be the giveaway this week. Make sure if you want to be put into the giveaway, you are signed up for our YouTube channel as well as signed up on our blog/email. Make sure that you have matching names. If you don't, let me know so I can just double check to make sure you're there, and then you're ready to go. That's it. Pretty simple. So the next week you got to make sure that you also check to see if you're a winner, and then let me know, send me a little message, and I'll send your prize out to you. It's that simple. Pretty cool, huh? Yes, I think so too. Anyway, whoops. We have this adorable little card we've got right here. It's really cute, really simple, and super duper easy to make. I just really love how elegant it looks, how clean, and it just looks so crisp and clean and elegant to me. That's why I liked it, and that's why I created it. So hopefully you like it too. So I'm going to show you how to make this. What you'll need is you'll need a stamp block. Of course, you'll need our Wedding and Celebration stamp set. You'll need a piece of paper to stamp on, a mat, and the card base. You'll need some adhesive, a corner rounder, and of course Memento Tuxedo Black or any other black ink that you like to use. We have our Chameleon color tone pen, which is NU1, and also we have our jelly roll. This is called, I believe it's called Clear. If I could be mistaken, it's possible. I'm not sure, it doesn't say, but basically it's like a gold, silver, iridescent coloring, and I love it. So that was used for this, and I'll show you a little close-up of this so you can see why it's important. You get a little bit of a glisten on there. You can see that right there on those little bubbles. I really like the way that looked, so I added that, okay? So let's get started. We're going to put this little pen away and this away. I'm going to put all this stuff away, basically, except for our paper right here and our stamp block. First, what I'm going to do is just simply get this rolling, is I will just quarter punch the paper, so that's done, and I can get that out of the way. It doesn't really matter which way you want to use it, if you want to use it this way, or if you want to use it this way or whatever. I might, just to make it different, do it this way so it's a little different than the one I did over here, just to change it up a bit. Nothing too exciting or fancy. So of course we're going to need our ink. We'll take that out. And we'll need our stamp block, and we'll need our stamps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out our glass, and I'm going to take out our little bubbles. I'm just throwing them on here right now. Oops, wrong bubbles. There are a number of bubbles on here, just so you know. There's little sparkly ones, there's regular bubbles, there's hearts you could use as bubbles. There's a lot of cute little stamps in here that are really quite useful and could really give you some cool different looks. So let's do this one and this one. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to simply put that little stamp like so, and put this little stamp like so. Whoops. Just do a little one like this, and then this one stuck to my finger, which I guess is good. Better than not sticking, right? If you're not familiar with photopolymer stamps, that's what these beauties are. They basically, by design, their material is sticky. So if you have stamps that are photopolymer and you find that they're not sticking for you, make sure you use warm water and soap and just gently clean them off and then rinse them off and you should be good to go. It should go right back to where it was, so you should be set, okay? So I'm just going to take out my ink here, and I have my stamp set the way I want it, like so. So I'm just going to take my ink and tap it. If you've ever watched my videos before, I like to do it 3 at least times because, I don't know, I think it's an OCD thing, I'm not sure. But I do it at least 3 times. And make sure that you don't get ink on your finger and then transfer it over to the paper. I'm very well known to do that too. So we're just going to stamp this beauty right like this. Looks good to me. I'm going to, actually it looks a little fuzzy. I don't think I did it quite as good as I wanted to. So I think I'm going to flip this beauty over and stamp it again. The luxury of having 2 sides to paper, right? Don't want to waste paper. So let me try that again. I'm going to make sure you stamp it straight on. Ah, much better. That's much better. I like that better for sure. So we've got that. All right, so the stamping part is done for this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off my stamp. I'm going to put it back on my sheet. And then we're going to take off the sentiment. The sentiment I'm going to use is Celebrate again. I really like the way that came out and it worked well, so I'm going to do it again. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it, correct? Now, I don't know about you, but it has been really, whoops, I pulled off the wedding one. Helps if I look and see which one it is. Okay, here we go. It's hard to see on the back side because the writing is actually on the front side, so it's easier to look at it straight on. Our weather's been really weird. I'm not complaining. I love cool weather. I wish it was snowing, truthfully, but I'm in California, so that's not really likely to happen where I'm at in Southern California. But the cool thing is that it is super duper cool, but it's been windy, so I'm a little bit worried about that, especially as you know how bad the fires have been this year for us and last year more specifically too. So yeah, so hopefully they'll be okay and it won't be too bad and we'll be good, and that would be wonderful. So crossing our fingers there, but it's been pretty cool, so that's good. I like the cool weather. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my Chameleon pen. And in doing so, there's a few different ways you can do this. I'm going to do it so that I'm using it gradient, but I'm also going to add more layers so it makes it a little bit darker than it normally would be. I really like the way this looks. I like the color of it because it kind of reminds me of like a pink champagne or you know, a lighter rosé, etc., etc. So I just really like the way that color came out, and so I'm going to continue that trend. So you just basically take off, I'm using the bullet nib right here, and then I'm going to take this cap off, which is where the mixing solution is, and blending solution, my apologies. And you're just going to cap this right on like so, and you'll get the tip to tip look right like that. And you're going to hold it up so that the blending solution goes down, and there's a little bit of a blending solution going on top of the actual color nib. So we'll wait a few seconds and then we'll pull that off. And as you can see, it's a little bit lighter on the end, not too light because we don't want it to be clear. We just want a little bit lighter color. So I'm going to start at the top and just color like I normally would. A little bit lighter right there. And then I'm going to go a little bit darker down towards the bottom. Okay. Like so. So now it's light enough, but I'm going to make it a little bit darker on the bottom because I like the way that looks. So I'm going to just kind of feather it out. As you can see, I'm just kind of flicking up like so. And although it's not dry yet, you can see there's a little bit of a difference, and I really like the way that looks. Pretty simple, not too hard. You just do a little bit darker in the area that you want it. Or you can just hold it onto the color, the mixing chamber. My brain, here it is. There's the first one for today. The blending solution chamber right there. You can hold that on there longer if you wanted to. There's a number of ways you can do it, but this works for me, and that's what I'm sticking to. So with that, I'm going to put this little awesome jelly roll pen, and I want to say it's a clear or something. I can't remember what the name of it is. This one does not say it, but it does. I'm going to show you what it looks like before, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after. So that's what it looks like before I color it in. And I'm just going to lightly put a little bit of color on here just to give a little glisten. Actually, I'm going to show you what it looks like before and after just by doing one. There. Now you can see how cool it looks. Pretty neat, huh? I like the way that looks. I apologize for my dry hands. I literally just put on lotion. It doesn't matter. I'm in California. We're called the high desert. I think it's just the desert in my house, truthfully. So, it's pretty dry. Anyhow, so we've gotten this done. Pretty simple, right? We're going to take out our paper, our mat for our paper, and I'm just going to place some adhesive. Since this is still a little bit wet and you want to make sure that you let the gold part dry or else it'll smear, I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right like this, which I know will get where it needs to go and it's not too far out. And then I'm going to just place this right like so, centered. Looks pretty good to me. All right. And then I'm going to take out my card base. Now I've centered it with this one. I think I'm going to make it a little bit different with this one. I think I'm just going to put it a little bit different and just put it off to the side. I think maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just leave it. What do you think? Yeah, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to leave it a little to the side. I like it. And I think I'm going to put a little twine on there, just to add a little something something. So how does that sound? Sound good? Sounds good to me too. So I'm going to once again just put a little bit of adhesive right here, because it does take a little bit for the gold pen to dry, and you don't want to smear it all over the place for sure. That would be bad. So I'm just going to line it up on the corner like so. Looks good. And then I think what I'm going to do is I am going to take this shiny twine and just add a little something. Let's see if that'll look good. Do you think that'll look good? I think it'll look good. So that's what I'm going to do. Add a little shiny twine. Twine's always good. You know my motto, if you don't have twine, add some. No, that's not really my motto, but I guess it is now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your January month. Hopefully you guys are safe and not in too bad of weather, because that would not be good. We wouldn't want any of our friends and our crafty friends and our loved ones in a bad situation, obviously. Let me cut that real quick. So sometimes when I'm creating, I do the same thing as I just did, is change my mind. Sometimes I'll put twine on, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll put something on and I'll take it off. There's a whole bunch of different things to happen with my brain. I think that just happens with anybody that's creative. You may change your mind, you may think it's going to look good and it doesn't, etc., etc. Just remember, there's nothing wrong with trying something and it not working out the way you want to, or it might even work out better. Now that's happened to me before too, which is pretty cool. That's always a nice little surprise, right? I kind of like the way that looks, I'll have to say. Let me make this bow a little bit smaller. I'm just pulling it so there's a little bit less of the bow part. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to trim this extra off and trim this extra off. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. I think it gives a little bit more flair, a little bit more class, just a little bit something different. Or you can do super, super duper clean and simple and use it that way, whichever one you prefer. I hope that you enjoyed this creation today. I hope that you enjoyed spending your time with me. I so truly, truly, truly do appreciate the fact that you're spending time with us and you come and visit and you leave your comments, and you're so kind and supportive. It is super duper helpful and super duper kind of you. So we really do appreciate it. We hope that you have a fantastic week, and we also hope that you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.